Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my people, my people, my people, my Biafran people, na how on a day. This one, na Biafra Superstars Media, I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra and may God bless His Excellency NNAMDI Kanu. May God bless all the freedom fighters, the genuine freedom fighters, from the southeast to the southwest, up to the middle belt. And our Hausa brothers, if you're ready for your freedom, if you're ready for your liberation, if you're ready to regain the land that was stolen from you by the Fulani cabal, then I say, may God bless you too. May God bless the dragon, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon Njoko, for the great job you're doing, my brother. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. We know in your hands, Biafra is safe. In your hands, we shall actualize this Biafra. And in your hands lays the responsibility by NNAMDI Kanu when he told us to listen to you and share your video. Because you are coming with a new dimension. My dear Prime Minister, that's a very big responsibility. You've been mandated to actualize this Biafra with a new dimension. So you need to actualize Biafra with a new dimension. My people, today, we all saw what happened yesterday, Thursday, the 5th of October, 2023. Today, I want to be respectful. Today, I want to remain humble as I speak on the balanced scorecard of the legal team of NNAMDI Kanu. I felt it is time for me to speak for my people, my Biafran people, to decide if what they did yesterday was a pass or a fail mark. Pass or fail. For the past 2 years that NNAMDI Kanu has been kidnapped by Nigeria and been held at the DSS confinement. How has the legal team done? Have they passed or have they failed? So today is a balanced scorecard where we shall draw all their pros and the cons, the things that they did well and what they did not do well. Today or tonight or this afternoon, I'm going to be respectful, but I will not hold my tongue as I analyze this video. Also, you all know that there's a new man in town, a new sheriff that was introduced into the legal team of NNAMDI Kanu in the name of Kanu Agabi. His full name is Kanu Godwin Agabi. I believe some years ago he ran for the governorship of Calabar State, or is it Akwa Ibom or Cross River, where he lost to Donald Duke. And he is a man, he is a senior advocate of that zoo called Nigeria, respectfully. He is a son, a senior advocate of Nigeria. He is the one now who is spearheading the affairs of the legal activities, the legal matters of NNAMDI Kanu. So in order to speak on what happened in court yesterday, because I was not happy. I was not happy with the language of the legal team, especially in this video that you're about to watch with me. They were giving out a dog whistle. I wasn't happy with their language. There were some coded message in what they gave out. So sit back, relax, be respectful, and let us listen to them. Listen, let's go.
In all we do, let the Lord alone be exalted. We, the team of NNAMDI KANU, make this statement on our behalf and on his behalf. We take responsibility for this statement.
Let's hold it there. My people, now he said, we, the legal team, they were making these statements on their behalf and on the behalf of NNAMDI KANU. And they take responsibility for these statements that they're about to make. They take responsibility. It means the legal team. The man you are seeing in your far right is the man they call Kanu Godwin Agabi. He is the senior advocate of Nigeria. So in this statement now, they are saying that they are taking full responsibility for the outcome that might come out based on this discussion or on this statement they are making. Let's continue.
We believe that the sentiments we share, I will now express in this statement, are shared by our client, NNAMDI KANU.
Now he is saying that they believe. Belief is not fact. Belief cannot be held or cannot be held as a constant factor, even in the law courts. If they ask you, did this man shoot this gun? And you say, I believe he shot the gun. That cannot be said as being factual. That's in hope. You are presuming or you are assuming. When you say you believe, it's in hope. It's in faith. You are saying it in faith. When you say you believe in God, it means by faith you believe there's an entity living in the sky or in the outer realm. That is God. So in hope, in faith, you believe that this statement will also be accepted or be acceptable by NNAMDI KANU. Let's continue.
Who has been unjustly and unconstitutionally incarcerated since 29th of June 2021. Even after the lower court of appeals decision discharging him and prohibiting the federal government from further detaining him on the existing counts. If we are wrong, may we be forgiven.
Boom. My people, can you hear that statement now? If they are wrong, may they be forgiven. You see, as a critical thinker, there is a way you need to learn to analyze a statement. I always say it, when you are going through a statement, you read from left to right and right to left, from front to back and back to front. You make sure you have dot all the I's and cross all the T's. He is saying here now that if we are wrong, may we be forgiven. If we are wrong, may we be forgiven. He is qualifying that first statement that he said, the earlier statement where he said, we believe what we're about to say is acceptable by NNAMDI KANU. Because lawyers are very, very smart. They are crafty with the words. Now, in this new statement, he's saying, if we are wrong, may we be forgiven. Barrister Mike Ozekome. Sir, with all due respect, when you are representing somebody in the law courts, you should be making a statement that that person have asked you to make, because you are a representative of that person. You are the mouthpiece of that person. You are more like an advocate for that person. You are the speaker for that person. You are the legal aid for that person, and that person speaks through you. So, Mr. Mike Ozekome, with all due respect, for you to come here and say what we are about to say, we believe. It means you believe in faith, you presume, and you assume. Two different words: assumption and presumption. So when you say you believe that what you're about to say will be acceptable by NNAMDI KANU, and now you are saying, if you have made a mistake, may you be forgiven. It means the people that NNAMDI KANU represents, the 70 million people that NNAMDI KANU governs, you are asking us to forgive you based on this statement you're about to make. My people, I am going somewhere with this because, like I told you, when I first heard this statement, I was troubled. I was in the office. I couldn't function in my office. I couldn't wait to come home to make this video. I was troubled. But I'm going to keep it calm. I'm going to be cool and calculated. I'm going to be respectful because I respect Mike Ozekome. I wonder who has pushed him to make this statement. As you can see in his right, you can find there, that's Ifeanyi Ejiofor is by his side. And behind him is Aloy Ejimakor. And you all know the problem Aloy Ejimakor is having with Simon Ekpa. And we all know the situation with Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Simon Ekpa. Now, I am beginning to think, has Mike Ozekome been compelled to make this kind of statement? Has he been pushed to make a statement like this? Which is why he's already begging and pleading with the 70 million Biafrans that if they are wrong, may we forgive them. Also, he's saying that whatever they are saying now in the absence of Oyendum NNAMDI KANU, he prays, he hopes that Oyendum NNAMDI KANU will forgive them. My people, I'm going somewhere with this. Let's continue.
For making this noble statement.
Listen again.
If we are wrong,
okay,
may we be forgiven.
Okay.
For making this noble statement.
One more time.
If we are wrong,
okay,
may we be forgiven.
Okay.
For making this noble statement.
If we are wrong, may we be forgiven for making this noble statement. A noble statement means sometimes you feel this is the best thing to say in the interest of peace. Like in politics, when two politicians, they go into politics and one loses, the noble thing for him to do is to come out and congratulate the other person. Even if there was a rigging in that election, they will say the noble thing to do is to come out and tell the whole people that you have accepted the outcome. Like in the case of Goodluck Jonathan, They call him a nobleman because he saw where the Fulani were going with that election in 2015. He saw where Buhari and the rest of them, they were going in 2015. So the noble thing he did was to come out and congratulate Buhari as a winner, because he said power should not be something that is worth shedding the blood of the people. So where this man is saying now that if we are wrong, may we be pardoned as we make this noble statement. I want you to cast your mind towards what happened to Jonathan in 2015. So this man is going somewhere. Mike Ozekome is taking us somewhere on a journey. He is on a journey in this statement. Let us follow him line for line, word for word, and I'll come back to break it down. Listen.
There is a time, it is said,
Okay.
for all things. It's even there in Ecclesiastic.
Okay.
There's a time for everything.
Okay.
This is the time for peace.
Okay.
We can and we must make peace.
Now, just to cast your mind back some few days ago. Oh my God, have mercy. Lord, I thank you for this revelation. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for this revelation, my people. I thank God. My people, to cast your mind some few days ago, somebody came live on air and said he has resigned from being an IPOB freedom fighter. And in his statement, he was saying, there is time for peace, there is time for war. There is time to live, there is time to die. There is time to cry, and there is time to laugh. There is time to be happy, and there is time to be sad. And so on and so forth. That man was Ikenga Iruagu. Just some few days ago. And now suddenly, Mike Ozekome is making a statement on behalf of NNAMDI KANU, and he's saying there is a time for peace. There is a time for everything. Can you see the similarity? And there is somebody in between Mike Ozekome and Ikenga Iruagu. Who is that person? Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So when Simon Ekpa said Ejiofor is the eye of the Fulani cabal in IPOB, he was going somewhere. He was actually right. So what did Ifeanyi Ejiofor discuss with Ikenga Iruagu, which made him some few days ago? He was saying there is time for peace, there is time for war, there is time to live, there is time to die, there is time to be happy, there is time to be sad, there is time to shout. You all heard him say those statements for close to 30 minutes. Ikenga Iruagu was saying this. Now listen to this man again to show you that he was informed. He had a wind of what these guys were about to do, which was why he resigned. A script is being played here, my people. These guys, they are playing a script. Listen to this man again. Then remember what Ikenga said. Listen now. Listen. Listen.
All things. It's even there in Ecclesiastic.
Okay.
There's a time for everything.
Yeah.
This is the time for peace.
Good. There's a time for everything. This is a time for peace. When you play back Ikenga Iruagu's video, it was the same theme they used. Sometimes you must learn how to, draw all the strings. Attach all the strings. Then you will now create a team or a body. Oh my God, have mercy. Let's continue. Let's just listen. I am going somewhere else with this. Listen.
We can and we must make peace.
Okay.
NNAMDI KANU has always stood for peace.
Yes.
And has never, ever encouraged any brigandage or any form of insurrection.
I agree.
The nation is currently rife with misgivings.
Okay.
Of course, there will always be misgivings.
Okay.
A time will never come when, as a nation, we shall all have one mind.
Okay.
And of course, we can never sleep facing the same side of the bed.
That's true.
Whatever our misgivings, therefore, whether on the part of the government or the citizens,
Okay.
we must make allowance for error and proceed with prayers for forgiveness on all sides, both on the side of the government, both on the side of the citizen, both on the side of our noble client, Mazi NNAMDI KANU.
Boom. Okay. You've heard what he said. There should be peace and pardon from all sides. From the side of the government, from the side of the nation, and from the side of Mazi NNAMDI KANU. You all know the fact that NNAMDI KANU has done nothing wrong to that zoo called Nigeria. They were the one that went to Kenya, a man on holiday in Kenya. They went to kidnap him and brought him back to Nigeria. So whoever that should be making this so-called statement should be coming from only the side of the government. While NNAMDI KANU is a free man, the government should be making a statement like this, that they are sorry, they apologize to NNAMDI KANU for kidnapping him, for torturing him, for holding him in captivity for 2 years. But in this case now, the legal team, they are trying to be non-aligned. They want to be neutral. So they are saying here, from the side of the government is peace, the nation is peace, and from their client is peace. My question is, Mike Ozekome, are you sure that NNAMDI KANU asked you to make this statement? Are you sure? Because if we find out that all the things that you said did not come from Oyindu Mazi NNAMDI KANU, that pardon that you were asking us to give you, it's going to be hard, because the 70 million Biafrans, we may not be able to pardon you. If this statement came from somebody else, if you were cajoled to make this statement public, you still have the grace. You still have time to let us know. Because I don't understand how you be talking about peace from all angles, from the government, from the state, from NNAMDI KANU, but they are still locking him up from now till the December 15th. You want a treaty, you want a peace, but our leader is still being locked up from now till December 15th. And you are here speaking for all parties. You spoke for the first party, you spoke for the second party, you are now speaking for the third party. And by law, you are representing your own client, Oyindu Mazi NNAMDI KANU. Your own party to the case. But now you are speaking for all parties. My people, make us continue. Just listen. Let's continue.
In resolving our differences, therefore,
Okay.
we must strive to save, not to destroy.
Okay.
Let us employ methods of peace and non-violence to resolve our differences, which NNAMDI KANU has always insisted on. through its non-violent organization called IPOB.
Okay, I am happy with what you said. But when you say to resolve our differences, I don't really, because there is somewhere you are going with this message. To resolve our differences means to make peace, to have a mutual understanding, to sit down on the round table and discuss in order to resolve our differences with Nigeria. But sir, with all due respect, we the Biafrans, we have crossed that line. The Rubicon has been crossed. There is no more resolving of differences with Nigeria. I need you to get that in your head, that we the Biafrans are saying we have gone beyond that stage of sitting down to dialogue. That stage is gone. And you are here to represent our leader, NNAMDI KANU. So I ask you again, are you sure this statement came from NNAMDI KANU? Because today is your balance scorecard, and we are going to mark you if you passed or failed. We are going to mark you if you passed or failed, because so far from the statement you are making, I don't understand where you're coming from. It feels to me like you were compelled to make this statement. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to be civil. And I'll take my time, my people. Let's continue.
We must unite. Whether we are Christians or Muslims,
Okay.
or even atheists, male or female, northerner, easterner, westerner.
Oga. My people, can you see why I'm saying that? In the initial place, he said, this statement we are about to make, we hope NNAMDI KANU will be happy with it. If not, we plead for you to forgive us. Oga, you cannot eat your cake and have it, with all due respect. You cannot be making a statement like this that goes against our belief, that goes against what we stand for. When I say we, I mean the 70 million Biafrans. We don't pass this stage of saying, oh my God. My people, listen to that last word again. Listen. Just listen to what he said. Listen, oh, listen.
Violence.
Listen, oh.
To resolve our differences,
The listen.
which NNAMDI KANU has always insisted on through its non-violent organization called IPOB.
Okay, I agree.
We must unite.
Listen.
Whether we are Christians or Muslims,
Listen.
or even atheists, male or female,
Okay.
northerner, easterner, westerner.
Can you see where this guy is going now? My fellow Biafrans, can you see where he's going when he said we must unite? Whether Christian or Muslim, I said okay. Male or female, I say okay. And now he's saying Easterner, Westerner, Northerner. Can you see where this man is going? Indirectly, what he's saying is that we must embrace Nigeria. That's what he's saying here. Because we, the Biafrans, we have no business with the northern part of the Nigeria or the southern part or the middle belt. We have crossed that line. Say, we know they do again. The marriage no work. Make una leave us, make we go. We have crossed that line. So this statement this man is making, my people, it's only those that have that third eye open. If your third eye is open, that's when you will understand where he's going. You see, which is why at the beginning, at the premise of his statement, he said, please, oh, this thing that he's about to say, oh, he hopes we'll forgive him or them if we're not happy with what he said. But now, he's talking about unity. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, come as one. Okay, oh. My PM, Simon Ekpa. This one passed me, oh, because when I listened to this statement, I was troubled by it. Because I'm not sure it came from our leader, NNAMDI KANU. It didn't come from our leader, NNAMDI KANU. But let's continue.
Middle Belter.
Okay.
Midwesterner. We must all come together.
There you go. We must all come together. Hey, my people, now, wow. This one passed me, oh, my people. This one passed me. He's saying Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani, Middle Belt. We must all come together. And do what? And go for a jamboree or party? And do what? That is the question. I'm trying to be calm here. Because I do respect this man they call Mike Ozekome. I told you that when that pastor said he saw a puppy, NNAMDI KANU was like a puppy. He saw a puppy walking. And when the puppy looked back, there were some wild animals coming. Oh my God. And when the puppy saw those wild animals, the puppy now had more confidence. He was now growing some wild elements of him. That pastor should be respected because these people thought kidnapping NNAMDI KANU would stop the Biafran movement. Unknown to them that Simon Ekpa has already been ordained. He was anointed by NNAMDI KANU, and NNAMDI KANU told us to follow Simon Ekpa, watch his videos, and because Simon is coming with a new dimension to actualize Biafra, he has already passed the baton to Simon Ekpa. So when they plan all what they did and they kidnap him, now the so-called Lego team, they are coming now telling us to unite with Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, Middle Belt, and the rest of them. To come together and do what? That's the question. Come together and do what? Come together and do what? Let's continue.
From the west,
Okay.
from the east, from the north, and from the south.
Okay.
We must never lose sight of the fact that we are all children of God and that we are all proud citizens of this country.
There you go. Boom. You see, lawyers, they are very, very smart. Lawyers, they are very, very smart and cunning. They are clever. You heard what he just said now. We should all come together. We shouldn't forget that we are all children of God. Yes, that's true. But suddenly he's now saying, and citizen of this country. What country is he talking about? Simon Ekpa, oh man, my brother, I cut cap for you. Thank you, because from day one, you told us. Simon, you told us what was about to happen. And the so-called DOS, those expelled miscreants, they were trying to fool the 70 million Biafrans. Usoji, man, who said we must follow the legal team. Usoji, Prince Darlington, where are you now? Are you happy with this? Are you ready to reunite with your Fulani friend and your brother? Are you ready to unite or reunite with the Hausa and the Nupe to be one country called Nigeria? No wonder. Now I get it. All this while, Ikenga Uruagu started the attack of Simon Ekpa. He was sent by somebody in the legal team. And now that they have perfected their strategy to come up with this nonsense and blackmail NNAMDI KANU in the process to shut down the Biafra movement. Ikenga Uruagu got the wind. They told him what was about to happen. So he came out to say he has resigned from the IPOB media or freedom fighter. He is no longer a freedom fighter. He is now an independent broadcaster. Hey, my God. Ejiofor is the eye of the Fulani cabal in IPOB. Simon, may God bless the day you were born. Simon Ekpa, may the God of Biafra bless the day you were born. All what you have said has come to pass. Everything Simon Ekpa has said has come to pass before your eyes. Before your eyes now, these people are saying we must reunite with Nigeria. That's what he's saying here. He's being clever. He's using some words, semantics. Make peace. God, his children. At the end, they say, we are all children of God. We are from one country called Nigeria. That is what he's saying to you. They think they can do to our leader what they did to Raf Wazurike. You guys, you are dreaming. I swear to God and man, we shall make holding NNAMDI KANU more expensive than releasing him. We shall make holding NNAMDI KANU more expensive for you, zoo government, than releasing him. You can threaten the legal team because I can tell they are in Nigeria. They practice in Nigeria. So the DSS will be on them, pressing them and the rest. I get it. Which is why Mike Ozekome, in his wisdom, before he made this statement, he told us what we're about to say. You should please forgive us. If not accepted at the end, please forgive us. He's a wise man. He's a wise man. He is a wise man. He was being pushed to make this statement. And he was clever enough to put some coded message in his statement. When he said, please forgive us, we presume that this thing will come out. And we are saying this, we are taking it as a noble. I told you before, noble. It was a hectic price to pay. As a noble cause, they had to say it. Oh Lord, my God, have mercy. NNAMDI KANU has gone through hell. For 2 years, this man has been in detention. And now they have pushed the envelope, saying on the 15th of December. That will make it a year and a half that our leader, NNAMDI KANU, has been in detention. My people, I think I have to do a part 2 on this one. My heart is heavy. My heart is heavy. I am overladen. I am burdened. The pain is too much. I am overburdened with the pain. You all have the message. You know where these guys are going to. Those that have ears, they could hear. They could hear where this man is going to. You could, from his statement, you can tell he is being compelled. He is being forced to do or to say what he's saying. My God. Let's continue a bit.
And that we have no other nation to go to.
Take it back.
Or children
listen.
of God.
Okay.
And that we are all proud citizens of this country. And that we have no other nation to go to.
We are children of God. And we are all proud citizens of that nation called Nigeria. and we have no other nation to go to. Hey, no, wow, God have mercy. My people, this is how you decipher a statement. When someone speaks, you must learn how to cool down, slow it down. They call it slow it down. You slow it down, break it down, and then you eat the meat and spit out the bones. That's what I'm doing now. I'm spitting out the bones so that you will know the hook went there for the trap. He made a statement, but there are some hooks, there are some traps. Don't just swallow it. If you swallow it, it will hang you for throat. It means you are in subordination of what this man is saying. You are in agreement with what this man is saying. We are not supposed to accept this statement because we are telling to him that, look, we are not happy with what you said. We know it didn't come from our leader. And I know somebody forced you into doing this. So from his first statement where he said, it's a noble cause, but we pray you forgive us. That forgiveness will come from the 70 million Biafrans, which is why I said today is the balance scorecard of the legal team. Pass or fail. So when you leave your comment, please, my people, write something there and say, I declare the legal team has passed or they have failed. That is where I'm going with this message. No need to play the whole stuff for you. You need to decide if they have passed or if they have failed and if you will forgive them. My people, I'll come back with the part 2. Because right now, this thing, they pain me. And I don't want to lose my cool or my temper. I don't want to lose my cool or my temper. Because I respect this man they call Mike Ozekome. Chief Mike Ozekome. I respect him. So I know something else is happening here. Something else is going on because the theme of this statement, it matches the theme that Uragu was talking about, Ikenga. It matched it. The theme means when you look at all what they've said, when you group them together, it's all about the time and now. Time for this, time for that, time for this, time for that. He's saying now, say, it is time for peace. There is time for everything. It is time for peace. This is what the barrister is saying. And just some few days ago, Ikenga Uruagu was saying, there is time for peace, there is time for love, there is time for cry, there is time for laughter, there is time to die, there is time to live. There is time, there is time, there is time for everything. The same thing. I rest my case, my people. I'm worried. I'm really, really worried for our leader. I am worried for our leader. So please, tonight, my people, tonight, I want us to pray for our leader, NNAMDI KANU. Let us pray for him because this that is going on, it is beyond me. It is hard to comprehend what is happening to our leader, NNAMDI KANU. Because everybody around him, they're acting strange. They were all here when Simon Ekpa was working with our leader. Even the interview that he had with Ambazonia government, Simon Ekpa was the one that anchored it. And suddenly when he was kidnapped, he told them to give Simon Ekpa a slot in Radio Biafra. And suddenly, all hell was let loose. They started to attack Simon Ekpa, a man who was working with NNAMDI KANU, who was very active in the work with NNAMDI KANU. Suddenly, everybody was attacking him. The DOS, Chinas Anworu, and the rest of them, they were attacking him. Even the Usoji man was attacking him. Ikega Uragu was attacking him. They were all attacking Simon Ekpa. One man, the only man who was active with NNAMDI KANU. They said, oh, we control the legal team. We are with the legal team. The legal team, they give us only the answer. Simon does not know the information. He has no update from the legal team. But now the so-called legal team that they were giving them update from, now they are saying it is time to peace. For peace. God love us. God love the East, the West, the North. We must come together. We must be one God and child of God. We must be under one country, one nation. Now, the legal team is saying one nation. The legal team is now saying one nation, keep us together. Nigeria, keep us together. Time to make peace with Hausa, with Fulani, with Middle Belt. Hey, man, this is, oh my God. Huh? These are the so-called people that said they were boasting. They were with NNAMDI KANU since 2012. Those that said they were with NNAMDI KANU since 2012, they are the one now saying it is time for peace, it is time for love, it is time for unity. Let's come together, be your brother's keeper. God loves you, whether Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Ibibio, Middle Belt, come together under one nation, under one country. Hi, man, my God, have mercy. Oh my God, have mercy. Have mercy, oh my God. My people, I will be careful. I will guard my tongue and I'll be civil. All I want to ask is for us to pray for our leader, Oyendu NNAMDI KANU. Please, I beg you. Please, I beg. Let us pray for our leader, Oyendu NNAMDI KANU, because what he's going through, it is hard to understand. Because throughout my whole life, a legal team is there to represent you. When they are speaking on what they have discussed with you and what you have counseled them or asked them to speak on. They advise you, they have a discussion, then they come out to speak on your behalf. But in this case, now he's saying, we are sorry. This statement is a noble statement. We don't know if at the end you will forgive us. We hope you will forgive us at the end. It tells me that did not emanate from NNAMDI KANU. So please, tonight, this morning, this afternoon, whichever place you are right now, I beg you, I am begging you to please pray for NNAMDI KANU. And at the end of your prayer, may you beg God to grant Simon Ekpa the strength, the Ike, the power to carry on with this movement. Because we're in the 11th hour. The enemies, they are coming. They are here to grab everything. They will pay them money. They will bribe them to make this movement to stop. Please pray for Simon Ekpa. We need his power. We need his courage. We need his wisdom. That wisdom that was given to him. The wisdom of 1,000 men. We need that wisdom to be activated. No more blackmail for Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa, you have been justified. You have been vindicated. We now know that of a truth, you are the real disciple of NNAMDI KANU. My people, I will leave it here and come for part 2 because my spirit is troubled. I am worried. I feel sick in my stomach. I feel very, very sad that our leader, Oyendu NNAMDI KANU, has been subjugated to this level of ridicule. That even his own legal team, they are out here saying they want one Nigeria, one nation. Despite the killings in Biafra land, despite the bombing, the spaceship, the jet fighters flying across Biafra land, dropping bombs as we speak. People are being killed as we speak right now. They are dropping bombs in the land of Biafra, killing my people. And the so-called legal team of NNAMDI KANU is saying, we are one nation. He wants peace. He wants love. We are one people. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani, Ishekiri, Middle Belt. Come back as one nation. Come back as children of God, because we are one country, one Nigeria. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. My people are being killed every day in the land of Biafra. My people, I rest my case. Today is the scorecard, the balanced scorecard of the legal team. Pass or fail. At the end of this video, please write a statement and say they are passed or they are failed. It's on you. It's a democratic world. I believe in democracy. I will not influence you to say fail or pass. Go into the comments and write pass or fail for the legal team. God bless you. From me, from here, for now,